My name is Bill. I'm the Hospitality Director out here at camp, for those of you that don't know. And I'm here to talk to you about God's calling in all of our lives. And the fact that we all have a call in our lives. Some are called to be doctors, lawyers, work at a camp. For those of us that are blessed enough to be called to work at camps, thank you. But all of us are called, and it's my hope and prayer that you would not be ashamed or embarrassed or handcuffed by things that might get in your way of answering God's call, like finances or maybe even a geographical location. So I'm going to tell you about a young man that answered God's call. And this young man is from Judges chapter 3, verse 12 to 20. For those of you that are unfamiliar with that the young man's name is Ehud. And Ehud was left-handed. For those of you that aren't familiar, being left-handed, even in today's day, is only 10%. Only 10% of today's population is left-handed. So in his day, being left-handed was almost seen as a handicap. So his family and everyone was doing swordplay. They were all practicing right hand. So Ehud was very talented, both right-handed and left-handed. So he's kind of like Inigo Montoya for all of my Princess Bride fans out there. So he had a secret. He's not really right-handed, so there you go. Have a little laugh there. And so God called Ehud after the Israelites had cried out again. They said, "Save us, God." Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord, as it states in Judges 3, chapter 12, right there. And so God called Ehud with the charge of saving Israel. And so Ehud had this sword fashion that he was able to conceal it on his right leg. Well, see, because I said that it was seen as a handicap, they weren't even looking for anything on his right side. So when he was walking into the king's courts and the outer rooms and all that stuff, they were patting him down and talking to him and making sure that it wasn't packing any heat. So they were ready to go. They never caught him. So he gets into the king's throne room and he says, "I have a message for you, King." And Eglon says, "Approach." And so Ehud's alone with him in his throne room, and he says, "I have a message for you from God." And at that, Ehud reaches down with his left hand and thrusts it into the king. And for those of you that are familiar with the story, the sword is stuck up to the hilt into the king. And so now Ehud is thinking to himself, "Okay, I just killed the king, and now what am I going to do? I have to get back past all those guards that I just got past originally." And so Ehud's looking around the room and he sees the bathroom, so he's able to kind of roll the king into the throne room, and as he's leaving, the first guards at the door are like, "Where's Eglon?" And Ehud says, "Well, he's in the throne room, so who wants to interrupt anybody while we're in the bathroom?" So he is able to get away and rally the troops. He gets back to his people, the Israelites, and is able to send them in, and Israel once again is able to have their freedoms. So again, in closing, it's my hope that you are not going to be ashamed or embarrassed or even avoid using the things that God has called you to use in your life, or go the places God has called you to go. And please, please, please answer that call in your life.